been a long week, folks. And on Fridays, what we like to do is to go back in time and look over the week. So let's go all the way to what this was Tuesday morning, I believe, or maybe Monday night, the beginning of this week, when Sinclair Media sat down, although they were standing, with Donald Trump.
Is there anything, as you look back at your first almost 2 years, that you regret, that you wish on you, that you could just take back and redo?
Well, there would be certain things. I'm not sure I want to reveal all of them, but I would say tone. I would like to have a much softer tone. I feel to a certain extent I have no choice, but maybe I do, and maybe I could have been softer from that standpoint. But
okay, so there it was. And, of course, he goes on to equivocate and say, but basically tone. Let's check in now. It's the end of the week. We are now 4 days later. And this morning, how is that project on tone going, President Trump?
Are you going to leave Jim Acosta in the penalty box?
I think Jim Acosta is a very unprofessional man. I think he does this with everybody. He gets paid to do that. He gets paid to burst in. He's a very unprofessional guy. Whether it was me or Ronald Reagan or anybody else, he would have done the same thing. Look, I don't think he's a smart person, but he's got a loud voice. And here, wait, David, do you mind if I answer the question? And as far as I'm concerned, I haven't made that decision, but it could be others also. When you're in the White House, this is a very sacred place to me. This is a very special place. You have to treat the White House with respect. You have to treat the presidency with respect.
You got to treat me with respect.
If you've ever seen him dealing with Sarah Huckabee Sanders, it's a disgrace. And he does it for, the reason. The same thing with April Ryan.
Yeah, let me get someone,
you talk about
person of color
that's a loser.
included.
She doesn't know what the hell she's doing. She gets publicity, and then she gets a pay raise, or she gets a contract with, I think, CNN.
It's all about money.
But she's very nasty, and she shouldn't be. She shouldn't be. You've got to treat the White House and the office of the presidency with respect.
It's a little thing called RESE.
But wait a second. But let's not. Maybe there could be other occasions. Maybe we just caught him at a bad moment, and that tone project's going better.
Do you expect Matt Whitaker to be involved in the Russia probe? Do you want him to?
It's up to him.
Do you want him to rein in Robert Mueller?
What a stupid question that is. What a stupid question. But I watch you a lot. You ask a lot of stupid questions.
He's such a bitch. Donald Trump is such a nasty
messy bitch who loves drama.
Wow.
He also is starting to slide into very close to where my Jewish grandmother was when she was besieged with ailments.
I don't like you. You're black.
I'm fine.
Is that
I'm
what
fine.
happened?
Yeah, more like. I don't.
You thought I didn't do subtext before. How's this? I hate you. You are a black woman. I am a grotesque
He
orange
seems to
mess.
be a little bit uptight. But
I'm having a ragegasm.
So I would say, I don't know. Can you really grade this guy on effort? I mean,
No.
Does he have enough even self-awareness to grade him on effort? I think I would have to give him a really not a passing grade.
He's
on
off
the
his
tone
game.
project.
He's
yeah,
off his game.
I would
He's
say,
not even on his game for being funny and being a dick. He's clearly having a lot of anxiety, and it's making him tense, and his performance
It's
is off.
hard to build new habits, okay?
Well,
Yeah.
we'll talk about. I want to talk about this with Ben Dixon about the implications of if Ben Nelson ends up taking the Senate and Kristen Sinema ends up taking the Senate. It's going to create some interesting dynamics that are very different than if either one of them loses. But we'll discuss that in a moment.